Welcome, my friends, and you are my friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. How are you? That picture's rather baroque, isn't it? It's got a bit of chiaroscuro going on there. I'm not sure how to deal with that, or if I should deal with that. I quite like it, I think. Yes, I think I'll leave that for the time being. Maybe I'll come back to it, though. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're all well. I am okay. Taking poison tonight. Not feeling bad. Not feeling good. Just kind of feeling, really. Nobody ever tells you when they're just feeling average, do they? But here I am to tell you that I am doing okay. To be fair, I've just said that and realised that everybody says they're doing okay, so what the bollocks do I know? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. And I am hydrated. Welcome, Paroli, Dushan, Christina, Divine. I don't have a clue what that says, Divine, but I'm going to guess it's that you've done another 3 hours of German today. You are wearing Maison Crivelli's Oud Maracuja. How was it? Mijn doofdetages. Quack. Woof. Back at it. Yes, we are at it once more. Once more into the breach, dear friends. Once more. Yes, I am okay. How are you? Welcome, Tripler. Welcome, Lane. Lane saving livestock all over the place. The hero of the cow. Seville, maybe in my top 10 of all time. Got a sample today, says Spaced Out. That's very, very easy to get into your top 5s. I enjoy Oud Maracuja a lot, surprisingly. Look at that. Surprisingly, not as nuclear as some of the Crivelli other extras, but it blends fruity tones and dark tones, arguably the best in the market currently, says Divine. I haven't tried. I haven't smelled Herba Leather, though. Welcome, Boz. Hello, my charming and brilliant friends, and Boz. Welcome, Tripler. Welcome, Tim Wilcox, wearing Coromandel from my sample, ordered Equipage Geranium for retail from a UK shop. House of Fraser claim to have it. We'll see if it materialises, but order confirmed. Lane saying hello. Spaced Out says, also Sahara Noir smells like Ancien Satin mixed with Bois d'Ancien. Very nice. Someone on Fragrantica said it may come back. Yeah, it may come back. Just watched Brighton get stuffed by Roma. Viva Italia, says Ryan. Sell Patchouli Magnetic as soon as possible, says Pradeep. No, I won't be doing that. Scent of the day, Ambra Supreme on this cold and sunny day. Perfect combo, says Pat. I believe so. Serjoff releasing another 3 fragrances. What, again? Why can't they hack? Why can't they just fucking settle? You know what I mean? I wish they put a bit more time into their fragrances. Divine says, not 3, they got way more. Oh, God. That's not a good thing, though. You know? Hello, Bjorn. Today, my scent of the day was French Lover. French Lover, Bois d'Orage, as it used to be called. French Lover is green and smooth and creamy, more creamy than I thought it was. But it is creamy. Whoa, happy birthday, Tripler. Wearing vintage derby and smelling excellent and feeling very well. Happy birthday. Good evening, Prodi, future good evening, friends and future victims of Essence. Whatever that is, it's shite. Is it Rich or Mitch? Either. They are both my name. And they got 2 Casa Maratis and Iomi deified. And a new fragrance done with pearls. Looks like hand sanitizer in the bottle. Ew. You saw Sebastian's post, I assume. 2 of those. 3 aren't even new. Oh. I didn't see Sebastian's post, to be fair. Ooh la la, says Horace. Welcome, P.O. Benson. That Pierre Cardin bottles looks weird yet interesting. It is. It's meant to be a fencer's mask. I own 3 Zerjovs, to be fair, and they're all very good. I smelled Iris, and I think it's shit. It's really, really inferior considering the price point. It's really not very good at all. Tim says, yeah, it's a struggling department store saved from going under by Manchester City Council, giving them a reduced business rate in their historic store. It's Mike Ashley who owns them under the Frasers Group now. And he's the one going around talking about rents because he was the reason they'd been in the local mall where I live, the Metro Centre. They'd been there since the opening of the Metro Centre. And they have been struggling, like all of these brick and mortar stores. And they had been struggling, and they got taken over by Mike Ashley, and he went round basically playing hardball about rents, saying he was going to move the stores out, and the Metro Centre said, we'll fucking stuff you, so he moved them out of the Metro Centre. But other councils weren't so fucking accommodating. Rich, would you ever consider visiting Essence? There'd be no point. I don't take free bottles. I'd either end up getting in fights, or I would end up getting removed. They wouldn't let me go. They don't like to hear criticism. They can't tolerate it because one, they know it's true, and 2, it completely ruins their fucking business model, which is flawed anyway. Fair play to Manchester Council. Our garbage council let John Lewis close down. We literally have no decent perfume shops in a big city like Sheffield. There's quite a few perfume shops in Newcastle, actually. I think we should all meet in Paris, says Horace. No. Paris too far. London's far enough. Good evening, Juro. I know they sell winter stuff like caps and gloves, and I watched an episode of Dragon's Den where this guy had an eye glove, said he had sold the House of Fraser. If I qualify for an influencer pass next year, I'll invite you to tag along. We can live stream from the event. Yes. Boz, I may win many fights. You're right. I will win many fights, but I can't be bothered, and I don't particularly want to spend time around those people, you know? I'd love to see a Rich and Ramsey meet up video. Gotta happen one day, says Ryan. Hopefully he can come to the UK. He can grab George Zaharoff by the crotch. I'd rather not. I don't like that kind of thing. At Essence, I would steal Andrea Charles from her boyfriend. I don't think you would. Oh, yeah, because Paris is close for me, says Horace. The only shop in Newcastle I want to visit is Duck Shop. Hello, Alicia. How are you? Sydney Sweeney perfume reviews. Good grief. Wow. Don't give Dushan your number, says Bijou. I wonder if that UK perfume shipper can ship the ducks someplace exotic. Oh. Divine, I love her physical beauty. How romantic. He's Fragcom's Trey songs. Anyone who is a fan of Frappan Luminis, there is a new extreme version out. According to Ryan. Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired tonight, and I'm taking poison after the stream, so that's going to be fun. Ricardo, I've picked up the hook again. What hook? Oh, I don't know what that means. Who's Sydney Sweeney? Oh, you'll know them when you see them. The centre of the day is Quaidonge. Are you enjoying Quaidonge, Paroli? Some chick that guys like because of her knockers and nothing else. No, I'm a lady of the night, Oris. Oh. The crochet hook. Ace of Souls, good day all. I am, says Paroli. I bet Rich Mitch morning routine is like Patrick Bateman. Alas, it is not. Ace of Souls is wearing Kenzo Jungle. Sold my Kenzo Jungle. I wasn't a huge fan, to be honest. I got Audrey Jane hers. I got Audrey Jane her Kenzo Jungle, and I believe she still enjoys it. I tried 1270 from Frappan, but my girlfriend at the time thought it was for women, so it put me off a bit, and it's very feminine. It's very sweet. It's very, very sweet. It's probably more so because she's a silly, ditzy blonde. The knockers are the extra. I mean, the knockers are pretty much... the knockers are pretty much front and centre, like. And she's done loads of sex scenes as well. Germs wants to prompt me for the period talk. Definitely is kink. Ooh. Brother, ooh. Lily is out. Her 5 comment limit. 5 comment limit has been reached. Get yourself a nice Rogan, Rich. Something to enjoy in bed when you're pluggy. What, a Rogan Yosh? Or a Joe Rogan? Got to check out Girl on Parfums this weekend. Yes, me and Richie G should hopefully be going to the mall. Welcome, Juan. How are you? Your centre of the day is Allurum Sport. Nice. You just dropped 365 on the new Parfum de Marley's Perseus. Damn. Damn indeed. What's it like? Have you got it yet? Oof. It's got a strange colour bottle, hasn't it? It's quite yellow. How does that Pierre Cardin smell? How does the Pierre Cardin smell? Quite woody, I seem to remember. Yeah, it's quite vintage. It's nice. It's nice. It's like a vintage woody thing, you know? You can't be serious. Space, it's up for pre-order on my Decant website. I don't get it. I find a lot of women hot, but I don't get Sydney Sweeney, says Horace. It's the huge boobs. She's got a dodgy face. She does look like she's like melted a little bit. But it's the boobs and the body, and yeah. And she's done loads of naked scenes, you know what I mean? So, Christ, bad boy, I paid less for that for Amber Absolute recently, says Tripler. Girl on is going to release Vetiver Parfum, says Bjorn. Yeah, no, I've seen it. I'm not looking forward to that. I can't imagine how it's going to be. I might take in my bottles of the old one and see how it goes, see how it compares. The teeth, she has big teeth. Boobs, she has big boobs. Each to her own. I tried Perseus and it's nice, says Boz. Oh, okay, I think any Parfum de Marly can be found for less on secondary markets. I'm a fresh fragrance guy, so I'm excited for Perseus, says Juan. I like a fresh fragrance. I didn't realise I had so many fresh fragrances compared to, like, I thought compared to the darker stuff I thought I had. Heavy yet light, says Boz. You like big knockers, Boz? I used to work with a girl with natural double G's. She would have had your eyes out. I used to know a girl who ironically worked at she ironically worked at House of Fraser, and they were fucking huge. Hello, welcome Daryl Squared. Richard, I don't know if you care about Armani Ensemble Satin. There is 100ml for 139 on eBay from UK. Those Armanis are light. Those big knuckles will get saggy real quick, says Floating Man. Sweeney is a bit top heavy. Bless her, she is. Space, I did my research, not my first rodeo. Also got 2.5 of Greenlee and 10 samples. Rest in peace, Richard Lewis. Not Rich Mitch. Been watching his old stuff, a great comedian. DL, medium to small age, much better. I prefer Les Moors, says Dushan. Jennifer Connelly and A Beautiful Mind and Ava Green and Casino Royale and fantastic and did really well. Yes, both of them fantastic. Jennifer Connelly was amazing when she was younger. Good grief. I think in the USA the prices are much higher, sadly. Here in the EU it's very nice price-wise. Yes, the US gets ripped off perfume-wise. How did a Scottish originated department store survive in England? Because we don't hate each other, we just take the piss out of each other. Not really. If another country did something to Scotland, I'd be happy to go to war for Scotland. Absolutely, I would. And they are my brothers and sisters. I'm not a fan of what comes out of them, but still butts, boobs, says James. Patrick Bateman is definitely a psycho for storing his fragrance in bathroom medicine cabinets, says Pat Lester. Absolutely spot on. Yes, that is the comment of the week. Outrageous. He's definitely a psycho for that. Who's Richard Lewis? I must crack my fucking... Oh, shit. He died a while just last week or something. He was in Robin Hood Men in Tights. Christ, I remember Robin Hood Men in Tights. What did you think of Falling to the Stars, Rich? Is it worth splashing out for? No. Falling to Stars is not not worth splashing out for, in my opinion. Not for me. Space is a new release, and I will sell 70 of it. 70% of it sold in pre-orders. Most of my money will be made back, says Fatboy. Juan is entrepreneurizing. If it makes it better, I spent $6,000 last month on fragrances, says Juan. Keeping the business afloat. Keeping the business afloat in America. Good grief. And that's the way it's done. Welcome, Ashley Bissett. How are you? You're a baller, I say. Go big or go home, say Spaced Out. That is the way to do it. Not sure what to talk about tonight. Juan, do you ever get any legal trouble from the companies for selling decants? Scent of the day is Pavarotti, says Michael. Some do, but not many. Scotland Forever, no Pradeep, she had a cameo. Alba Gubroth says, Boss, I know I wouldn't have been able to find decants of Chanel anywhere. Wanted to try Egoist. Maybe they're too nationalistic, Boss, hint, hint. Rich Mitch should wear a kilt. He should not, because he's not Scots, and I'm not sure what the significance is. I prefer Portrait of a Lady on Fire, starring Naomi Marlant and Adele Haenel. Aren't you fucking cultured? Love wearing my kilt, says Michael. You can't get decants of Chanel's. A mate of mine has his own page and tried selling Chanel until Shopify threatened him. Yes, Chanel will sue you until you are no more. That's the reason there's no Latino in North America anymore. The Scots do not enjoy the English wearing kilts. I witnessed a near riot in Scotland once. Best way to try Chanel is in store, absolutely. What's your opinion on Maze and Margiela? They're okay, but they're overpriced, especially at retail. They're okay, I wouldn't buy any. I don't have any, and I'm not going to buy any. Being a basic bitch with my Dior Homme Intense today, says Ashley. It is a classic. It's just been taken over by the fucking, whatchamacallits, the bros and the fucking influencers and all of that sort of thing. Ooh. I might wear 80s Devanustas soon. This Iris Nazarena. I need to finish off my, what are they called again? DJ sent me East Uzacs. Excuse me. Wow. Sorry about that. If the Englishman wear a kilt, it will look feminine, and only the Scot will rock the kilt and look masculine on him. Ease, you sack. Ease, you sack. At ease, you sack. Big yawn, says Christina. I'm going to try and go on as long as possible today, but I don't know how long I'll be able to hang in there because I'm fucking knackered and I don't know exactly why. Maybe it's because I haven't had a nap today. I don't know. I slept really early last night as well, and I've got to take poison tonight, so... Ryan agrees with Christina. What did Christina say apart from big yawn? Christina is also kind of my type, but primarily because she is such a sweetheart, says Horace. Who likes a sweetheart? Horace said I was hot today for something I said, not the way I looked, which was particularly devastating. There's nothing worse. I like you for who you are. It's like, oh God, surely it's not that bad. You know? Hello, Delbert. How are you? Rich Mish is also a sweetheart too. That's true. Excuse me. Stay strong, Duck. I will try my hardest for you, Christina. I knew a contractor who wore a utilikilt with lots of pockets for tools. Bad CR, says Tripler. Oof. Is it gloomy in the UK today as well? Yes. Of course it is. It's the UK. It's always gloomy. You could say that on any day of the year and have about a 70 to 80% chance of being right. You know? Someone banned Boz. Weldon Houston, welcome to you. How are you? I have never seen you before. Please come in and sit down and make yourself comfortable. Enjoy our chat. Because I'm the only one. Oh. Hi guys. Welcome, Weldon. Let's mention that too. Vikings never wore horned helmets. Yes, that's true. It's a total myth. I forgot what the sun even looks like. Is it still warm? What, the sun? I would have thought so, mate. It's a nuclear furnace. Not really from Norway, but I have lived here for like 30 years. Would it be wrong if I were to dress like a Viking? You'd be naturalised by now, though, wouldn't you? Horns on a helmet would be a bit unwieldy and top-heavy. It would look silly as well. Welcome, Manginosis. I'm not a Scandinavian. They never wore horned helmets. No, it was a myth invented by the Victorians, which is a very strange thing to do. Oof. The sun is finally out here in southern Oregon, says James. Rich is hot and wearing French lover. A picture that, says Dropout. It is warm in here. The other day I tried Koros, didn't like it at all, says Lewis. I think I preferred Zing over Koros by a lot. That is, I am happy you have found this out. I wore Koros this week and I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I've got lots of vintage, but I didn't get any of the soapiness this week. I don't know what's going on with my nose. Weldon Houston says, do you do top 10 lists on your channel? Not very often, no. I did one today, but I'm not a big fan of top 10s, to be honest. I only do top 10s when they are either my top 10 most worn for spring and summer or autumn and winter, or the top 10 favourite pickups in a year. And that's really the only top 10 videos I do. I think they're easy and they're a bit crap to do. Speaking of great series, Shogun is fantastic, says Ryan. Anybody interested in the 2 new extras from 8 and Bob? One of the 2 among the ones they released 2 years ago smelled a bit like Intoxicated. The other one was awful, smelled like a fresh napkin in a gas station. Whoosh. Oh my god, Lagatha. You'll be presenting. I met her, Oris. Boss Cobra. I wore Ted Lapidus this week and I'm not sure how I feel about it either. It reminds me of a cross between a public restroom and those old school white bubble gums. Ted Lapidus has got a pineapple note in it. It's quite good. Weldon, I would never do a panty dropper list. They're just ridiculous. They're so stupid. That's not the type of content I make. Celine's are such a scam, says Spaced Out. I don't think they're that great, to be honest with you. I think they're too soft. They are too silly. Celine is perfect if you suffer from insomnia. Vantage I must have by the ducks, says Christina. Yes, Iris, I was at a concert and recognised her. Obviously, she was really nice and hot, says Tripler. Manchester Art Gallery has an over-the-top Victorian painting called Death of a Viking used on the cover of a Bathory LP. Yikes. A good compliment getter is Ambra Nargile, if that's your thing. I like Ambra Nargile. Top 10 videos are going to explode after Excellence. Beware, you will see their true colours, says Pat Lester. We've already seen their true colours. I mean, if we don't know what they're like by now, we'll never know what they're like. Surely. Oh. Top 10 videos never even happen after Essence. Lamau, says Divine. What's a good hot cologne? What do you mean by hot cologne? Mugler had a fragrance called Hot Cologne. Hot weather cologne. You mean Weldon. The old Mugler cologne, Original Vetiver by Creed. Cologne Royale by Dior, which has been discontinued. Eau Sauvage. The original Eau Sauvage, not Sauvage, the Johnny Depp one, not that one. Eau Sauvage by Creed, by Dior. Vetiver by Guerlain. That's really good. The Chanel Les Eaux, so Paris Biarritz. Paris Biarritz is a really good hot weather perfume. Geranium Pour Monsieur by Frederic Malle. That's a brilliant hot weather perfume. Yeah. don't fart, Rich. I didn't fart. It's the chair. You know this. Devour their souls. Hello, I'm working, but we'll listen. Welcome. I'm appreciating all the people posting videos from Milan so I can know to unfollow them, says Horace. That's classic EDJ crackhead crackpot conspiracy right there, says Divine. Well, I am appreciating. I am making a top 10 videos for stargazing for sure. Someone told me that everybody in Milan is shagging, so I want to know who and what and where and how. All the people cheating on their partners. Terrible. I tried Invasion Bar today. It has the same attitude and feeling as Dior Homme. It's been a while since I smelled Invasion Bear. I don't know if it has the same attitude and feeling as Dior Homme. Does it? Maybe. It's got that purple kind of feeling to it, definitely. I thought Haute Cologne. You have a farting chair? No, you're a pervert, Boz. You like farting. Come watch the stars and smell these perfumes with me. That is hot, says Horace. Come watch these perfumes and smell the stars with me. Try that. Pradeep, you have a great channel, mate, says Ryan. He does. I highly recommend subscribing to Cent Zatura. Pradeep can drop his own link in the chat because he is a mod. That's how really panic dropping is done. I need Paris Biarritz. Yeah, it's really good, actually. What do you prefer, Rich, for the Shisha Hookah smell? Ombre Nargile, Smoking Hot, the Moon, or Ombre Nomad? Ombre Nargile. Ombre Nargile, definitely. Favorite historical figure? Oh, shit. Yahoo. I don't know. There's many, and it would take us a long time. None of them would be like the heroes. None of them would be the heroes. I see somebody has said Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was not a great person. He did wonders for India's independence and all of that, but he was no Martin Luther King, who was a much better person. Oh, you silly shite. Stop fucking... That was the ghost of Mahatma Gandhi come to get us that. Martin Luther King was a much better person than Gandhi was. People shagging everywhere, even Richard's carpet, apparently, says Tripler. That's been done. Ganymede is a good stargazer fragrance. It smells how I imagine another world would smell. Ganymede's too potent. Picture stars smelling like sulfur. Going to Paris in 2 weeks. Do they still carry Mitzer in the Dior stores there? Would love to try one, says Jin Jin. Welcome, Jin Jin. I do not have a clue if they still carry it there, possibly. You may have to let us know if they still carry it in the Paris stores. Please report back. I thought you were going to say Pradeep can drop his own panties and I was confused. Dolce & Gabbana Luminous Night always makes me think of the stars. Great fragrance, nothing to do with the OG. Drop your gaming stream where people can subscribe and talk in comments about perfume, says Christina. I will. Bruce Lee is Tripler's favourite historic thing. I would go a lot further back than that. There was a Chinese emperor called Huizong, and he was the last emperor of the Northern Song. Well, he wasn't. His son was the last emperor of the Northern Song, but he was the one who lost the throne, and he got conquered by the Jurchens, and they carted him off into like what is now Outer Mongolia, or northern China, and Manchuria, and they carted him off there and made so the Emperor of China, the biggest, greatest state on the planet, and they carted him off and made him be their butler, these warlords. And I just think that's a fucking remarkable. I'd fucking love to sit and get a hold of the fucker and shake him and say, what the fuck are you doing? the... Oh no. Where are my linked channels? There it is. Copy link to... There is my gaming channel if you wish to subscribe and have a look and talk perfume when I'm gaming. I will be starting a new game on Sunday, so that will be fun. Loewe 001 EDC is a great cologne, says Germs. That the entire house is massively underrated. How do I know your French? Say that Charlemagne was German, says Bjorn. Tesla was indeed great, says Ashley Bissett. I like the idea of fragrance gaming stream, says Ace of Souls. Come along to the gaming channel and talk. I will be playing Skyrim. I will be starting Skyrim, which will take months of gaming. Welcome, DJ. Have you thought of being a history teacher, Rich? I wouldn't want to be a teacher. I'd end up bringing back corporal punishment, possibly even fucking capital punishment if I was a fucking teacher. Wish I could go to Milan to test perfume from brands I care for that are coming up, says DJ. Should go. Go next year. Justinian is a great historical figure, especially his body of civil law is used a lot in my country. Tripler says Skyrim sounds like something you do in the Mile High Club, says Tripler. That's outrageous. Christina says Doug is our teacher. Quack. Friends, if you would like to like the stream, then you are at liberty to do so. Please do not let me stop you. Ace of Souls says just subscribe to the gaming stream. Thank you, thank you. Prob will next year, says DJ. Don't go if you're not an influencer. You only get one day. You need to find an influencer to befriend to go with. Rich Mitch is a fragrance teacher, says Bjorn. Teach me, Doc, says Horace. I've been teaching you. Capital punishment for chewing or paper aeroplanes. Bit extreme. I couldn't do them for chewing because I chew like an absolute lunatic when I'm not on stream. If I'm not chewing, I'm drinking water. And if I'm not drinking water, I'm chewing. It's seriously one or the other. It's outrageous, really. Here is Laura G. Welcome. How are you? I hope you are well. Horace, that is the mother of the cat that you so adore. Of both of the cats that you adore. The green-eyed charmer, which is Baymax, and Lionel, who looks like a lion. Excuse me, I am covering my candle up because it is trying to tunnel and it is being naughty, and Lily will not stand for it. This aggression will not stand, will it, Lily? She will not tolerate. Oh, there's a lot of smoke coming off there at the minute. Oh, stop it. Alright, that's better. You can all look at this kind of molten lunatic on my screen right now. Capital punishment, DJ being a pity, which is way harder to get into. I'll be fine, says Divine. Is there out learning in your country? I'm sure there is. Whoa, 100 subs on the gaming channel. Congratulations. Cheers, Christina. Teach adults. Could do. Pity is harder to get into, but it's far smaller too. Listening to Rich has definitely taught me a few things about perfumes. Rich and Ramsey are best for me. along with Sense of South Jersey. Fucking Kellen has become extremely adept at taking the heads off of champagne sabers, has he not? He's not tolerating their foolishness, not one bit. I like the Fabrizio Brienza one that he did. Oops. I'm running out of sanctuaries to go to, Rich, says Lily. I am good, thank you. I am glad you are well. You've been bad, girl, Lily. Lol, says Boz. I will block you for such filth. I see the green eyes, says Horace. A mother of cats, says Laura Gardner. All right, let's hear your chewing, Mitch. No, I'm not chewing on stream. That's gross. Now you know from the Thundercats, says Ace of Souls. That's exactly who he is. Rich is drinking so much water that he'll become odor rich. Ban Boz. I'm thinking about it. Thundercats, what a show, says Ryan. I have green eyes, but so does my cat. That's right. I have green eyes too, says Horace. I'm surrounded by green eyes. Been here before, says Brandon. Welcome. Bjorn also has green eyes. Everyone's got green eyes. Is this one of those bongs, Audrey Jane says, as if she doesn't know what a bong is? Behave thyself. Laura J says, did you tell everyone about our new business? I did tell everyone I'd been power washing with you. But me and Laura Gardner are going to become gardeners. Laura G will become a gardener for the second time. Ooh, we're going to grow tomatoes and maybe a carrot. I said, it is odd. I have hazel eyes. Wish I had brown eyes. I've got blue eyes. Very blue. We are lowest percentage. Is this one of those bongs, says Audrey Jane? Why is Boz always in trouble? Well, he just can't help himself. You blocked me once already. Once and true. We blocked once and true. But you cried to come back in. So I gave you another chance. Jane, hello, my dear. I have brown eyes like the rest of the world, says Audrey Jane. Green eyes are the rarest, says Laura J. There's a lot of green eyes here, says Laura J. Blue-eyed bandit, says Tripler. Maybe there's a link between green eyes and the nose, says Laura G. I wonder if people who have green eyes are more likely to be perfume freaks. I don't know, possibly. Laura G has a good nose. She is the owner of the girl on Vanilla. I know that doesn't narrow it down. Bosca Vanilla. She has Bosca Vanilla, which is actually quite nice. I have pale blue eyes. Whenever people look upon them, their blood runs cold, says Pat Lester. Ooh. I have blue eyes because of spice. What? Did you rub blue spice in your eyes? Did you try that perfume, Duck? Says Audrey Jane. Not yet. I'm going to with Richie G, hopefully, this weekend. I asked him if he wanted to come for a smell. This weekend, and he said yes. It's also Mother's Day on Sunday here, so that'll be fun. James, your ancestors are from the Baltic Sea, says Dushan. Yes, apparently there's one person with the mutation called Alan the Fair. That's where they trace everybody with blue eyes to. He's at work and the cinema on Saturday. He did not confirm Sunday plans. Well, he has been naughty and double booked. I may have to ask him again. He lets me down often. Did you sniff spice and they turned blue? How spicy must something be to change the colour of your eyes? Good Lord. Sounds like brown eyes are rare in this chat, says Audrey Jane. Audrey Jane feeling special. Oh God, Mother's Day, I keep trying to forget and you keep reminding me. It's on Sunday. Did Liz Taylor really have violet eyes, or was she just exaggerating a shade of blue? Chocolate. Audrey Jane is special, says Dusan. Best soaps for men that are easy to find. Hold on, let's see. Violet Beauregard. Look bright, bro, the glowing hue letter. Well, it's violet. I think her eye colour was actually natural for the most part, allegedly. She was, as a really young woman, she was quite plain, but she did have very striking eyes. She got better as she got older, though, to a point. Really, really depended on the hairstyles in those days, didn't it? Sorry, I've got really dry mush. Audrey Jane Aspire, and it is really... Rich, did you try L'Eau de Papier? L'Eau Papier by Diptyque? I did. It smells like rice. Very strange. My first Mother's Day, says Audrey Jane. Do I officially need to wear slippers and a housecoat? Yes. Yes, you do. And you need to put your hair in curls. Put your hair in curlers. And walk around. Mother's Day in the UK is weird. Why is always a different day? I think you'll find it was Mother's Day in this country long before your country existed. So I'm there. Triplet is attracted to women with some kind of illness. In Dune 2, they'd be using huge worms like town buses, says Pradeep. That's strange. What's that thing with each eye of different colour? David Bowie. I'm planning to look my best in my 50s, says Oris. I saw a thing the other day that said... I saw that thing the other day that George Orwell said, where he said, you have the face you deserve at 50. Rich Mitch would look even hotter if he had curly hair. Rich Mitch would look hotter if he had any hair, but he doesn't. I remember an Eldo smelling like rice. Heterochromia, Rich. Eyes of different colour, I see. Why does tinfoil remind me of hashish? I don't know, man. Fucking memories of a misspent youth. Many times I have used the old tinfoil. I can't imagine you with hair, says Laura G. I will see if I can find a picture of me with hair. Oh, it's been a while. I mean, it's been 20 years, like. I think it might have been Bernard Shaw, Rich. I think it was George Orwell. Check what I've sent you, Duck. You will like it. Will I like it? What has Audrey Jane sent me? Ah! Is that for me? My little one. Many ducks. It's cute. Little baby clothes. Not sure I would fit that, but there we are. Alright, I'm going to donate some of my hair to you. It's curly, says Bjorn. Going to Harrods this weekend to try some stuff, says DJ. All right, Mitch, I'm going to donate some. I didn't know that, Tim. That's good to know. It's Mother and Sunday, which is a church thing in the UK, the fourth Sunday of Lent. Aha! Or did you maybe I'm not pretty and smart and not so funny like Bart Simpson Bart. I hate the mart. Early fil de Dieu, Castorium, and it's rotten. Ooh. What photo do you need, Christina? Good evening, manly sense. Oh, where is the tea drinking gif where we need it, says Laura J. Is tea for two blind buy worthy? I will never tell you to blind buy a fragrance. I will never tell you to blind buy a fragrance because I will not spend your money for you. If you want to spend your money, you spend it. I would always recommend that you try something before you buy it. Take care of your money. Duck with hair centuries ago. Oh, God. I don't know where the picture would be. Give us a second. Actually, I think I do know where the picture is. Give me 1 second. Oh, no. Where is it? Where is it? That's a car key. There are some pictures there. There we go. Found it. Oh, God. Why? I don't want to hurt this picture. It's really old. Oh, my God. This is me when I was 17. Brace yourselves. That is me when I was 17 years old. My God. Wearing an Inter Milan shirt. I was a massive Inter Milan fan because of Javier Zanetti. Javier Zanetti and what was it called? What was the Football Italia with John Richardson? Fucking hell. Look how cute you are. That's right. That was a baby. That was me as a baby. Mitch has string Anglo-Saxon genes, that's why he doesn't have hair. Strong Anglo-Saxon gene. Gabapentin is a hell of a drug, certainly is. Should I buy Pavarotti? You should try Pavarotti. You can get 4mm minis, they're out there. Surely is not blind buy, as blind as eyes. Oh. Blind buy is when you don't get to smell something. When did you meet Senor G? When I was 21. How does Chanel expect us to buy fragrances they don't have in department stores if they won't let us buy decants? Because they are being coy. More like noseless buy, says Laura G. Yes. A nosmic purchase. Evening, what have I missed, says a line on beauty. Not much. I'm really getting the potato in Queer D'Orange today, says Paroli. Potato? Proper geezer, says Divine. Slim Shady. I'd bleached my hair. I used to bleach my hair before it was cool. Seriously, I used to bleach my hair before it was cool. Slim Shady Christ, says Ashley. Adorable. Mine has got to be overture, man. My worst blind buy was Cooper Square, and it's Max 40's fault. I blame Max 40. Oh, God, it was awful. He said it was an underrated and underappreciated Bond number 9 that nobody talked about. And when I blind bought it, I fucking found out why. Oh, fucking awful. Looks like a mugshot, says Paroli. Well, was that before prison? No, actually, it was for my first driving licence. Hooligan, stunning, though, says Cool Keith. I love Overture. Whoa, is that Paul Gas coin? That smile unites, says Christina. Boy Racer. That was an element of that, yes. I got banned before I had a driving licence. Put it like that. Boz carries on the bad moments behind the scenes. Don't be fooled, says Bijou. With hair, you look like Michael Caine, says Cool Keith. Yes, but it was not a blind buy, as you don't smell with your eyes. I have sprayed perfume in my eyes before. Journey, welcome. You are in Dubai and it's 1 a.m. and you're still awake. Oh no, you've got that. Jet lag. You've got that jet lag. I hope that isn't true, says Horace. So it can't be a blind buy. Laura G's not having blind buys. I hope you are well, Fragrance Journey. Oh. Sorry, I am just explaining something to my friend. Is Max 40 still around? Probably. Is Bond number 9 Cooper Square really similar to Calvin 1984 as they fray on screen again? Not even remotely. Not even a little bit. Not a jot. I don't know who said that, but they shouldn't have. What year did you smell Amber Sultan, Rich, says Tripler. Age 46. 17-year-old Mitch looks like Wayne Rooney. Harsh. Is he there more only for fun? I don't care what Rich thinks of me. Seeps tea, says Laura. Laura is enjoying her tea. I wish I had some tea, but I have some water instead. Maybe I'll make myself a cup of tea later. I feel like somebody else making me a cup of tea, though. You know? I would like someone else to make me a cup of tea. Sometimes it tastes better when someone else makes it. Maybe I will get a friend to make me a loose leaf tea one day. That'll be fun. Oh, does anybody know what candle I am burning this evening? It's Bois d'Argent. And it still hasn't reached the fucking sides of the candle yet. Bastard. I'm going to have to make a new one of these. This one's fucked. You know what I mean? Jesus. I will have to get someone who is a professional to make one. I wonder if Lily's still here. You can have tea dreamies here. Yes, please. Nothing would make me happier than to have tea dreamies at Shea Gardner. Was anyone else disappointed with Lana Wade Alarm Bleu Electrique after all the hype? I didn't like that shit, to be honest. I didn't like the Lana Wade Alarm Blue Electric. I was never a fan of the Lana Wade Alarm anyway. I thought Lana Wade Alarm had something a little bit headache inducing. The cardamom ingredient they used, whatever the note or the ingredient that they used to make that note is, because it's in Mon Numero 10 by, what's it called? It's in Mon Numero 10 by L'Artisan, and it gives us a headache in that as well. It's mental, that. I am going to... Lanny Delorme has good creaminess. Having tea and toast. It's breakfast time here, says Baboosh. I'm jealous. I like tea and toast. It's one of those simple pleasures. You know what I mean? Very kind of, you know, like, it just takes us back. It's good. Feels like good stuff. Tea and toast. Nice. Try and get frozen cologne if you can. It's better than Blue Electrique. It always tastes better when someone else makes something for you. Yeah, for some reason, yeah. But then you can make it just how you like it. Dropout is having a laugh. Maybe go chat and make yourself a drink, says Prateep. I will go downstairs and make a cup of tea after the stream. Because I'm going to take some poison after the stream, so I'll be having a slice of toast anyway. Ace of Souls, I like Lana Delon Blue Electrique. Very good Blue Electrique. Very good fragrance for a teen, says Bjorn. How old are you, Bjorn, if you don't mind? If you don't want to say, it's fine. You don't have to give away any personal information. I love when someone else makes me tea or coffee. You come to Britain and just go to someone's house. It's like the law. You've got to like make tea for someone, you know. Excuse me. I just got a lavender coffee. Ooh. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make of that at all. Laura G, how are all the G's? It's nice when you come by, says Tripler. I was going to get you that, says Lily. What were you going to get me? Tea. Oh, thank you. The G's are well. One on the sofa, one's under the bed, one's on a blanket basket, and one is having a sit. Yes. I think the G's should do like a Truman Show type thing, you know? Just like have like a camera crew follow them around, or just have like cameras on in the house so people can watch the cats. You know, I would do that if I had cats and I went out. I'd just be like, what are you doing over there? And then I'd have like a little microphone and that telling it like, Max. I'd be like, what? Like, what are you doing? A line on Beauty is wearing vintage Azuri, which is absolutely amazing. Lily is threatening to show me how to make a proper foil dome. Blue Electrique is very youthful. Was there a profile picture to go with that, says Phil. Which one? I'll have a little G laying on me. My blind cat. Oh no. New Lottazan looks underwhelming, very shocked. They're not great anymore now. Laporte's dead. Ever try any Arabian tars? Not specifically Arabian. I've tried a few tars, but not specifically Arabian. Beans on toast, says DJ. It's a thing. I'm telling you, it's a thing. Lavender tea sounds nice, but I'm not sure about lavender coffee. Max Forte, I found a fitness YouTube dude. I would legit freeze if I saw him in real life. Dude looks scary as fuck, says Spaced Out. Tea is a greeting more than it is a service. Are you going to get me this candle? Outrageous. Please feel free to get us this candle if you want, but, you know, I'm just joking. Don't buy us things. Or do buy us things if you want, if it makes you happy. If it makes you happy. Good tune, good album. The best one is someone brings me tea or coffee in bed in the morning. Absolutely tops. Search Jesse Porlock. Dude looks like straight up final boss villain. I love tea, says Lane. Oh, it's amazing. In the UK, all visiting workmen require tea if you want a decent job. Yes. I think we should do a podcast. I feel people would enjoy our ridiculous chat. Yes, I think they would too. People would like our chat. We've threatened to do a live stream from the Gardeners before, where we just do ridiculous things. What were we doing? We were power washing the back garden a couple of weeks ago, and we could have live streamed that, and people would have loved it. It would have gone down really well. Not like as a fragrance sort of video, but just as like a silly sort of video. Maybe we should do a face stream together. You like you see YouTubers do. We should have a chat. Duckcast, did you find out more about the watch guy's mysterious tea? Which watch guy and their mysterious tea? Remind me. Are you guys a throuple? No, they have adopted me. I've been adopted into the gardeners. Ooh, Jura Rose. I hope the way people talk in the UK like Rich has the best voice ever, says Loon. Thank you. Lots of people do comment on the accent, on the voice. It makes us think I should do an ASMR channel as well. I could just read stories, you know, do loads of like out of copyright stories, you know. You said watch shop guy offered a tea and it was the best. Yes, what we think has happened is, right, we think it's because they've used real China cups. It's just normal Yorkshire tea, right? But they've used a real China cup. And it's fantastic. And we think that's what's made it like taste so good. I spent yesterday power washing my garden, says Tim Wilcox. Power washing your garden? Is that like a yard and a garden? Scent of the day is Cosmere Safari. I have myself a Cosmere Safari right here. Over here. It's here. It's fantastic. It really is very nice. Oh, yes. Okay, evening all. Welcome, DMS. You are wearing Lidge EDT. Oh my god, a cup of tea and a story. Either ASMR or a Guy Ritchie movie. Yes, bit of both. I told you this, you have a voice for storytelling, says Lily. Let's ask Richard what he thinks about that, says Laura. I am adopted. You have to pay for me. Kind of spoon do you stir with, if not metal, says Laura. What? Rich, do you fancy Indian cuisine? I love it. Sometimes I've got to be in the mood for it, though. It's a lot, and I don't mean like by volume. I mean like I just mean just you know, there's a lot going on with Indian food. You know, you're in it for 24 hours when you have an Indian meal. Monia El Mardi, have you tried vintage Eau Sauvage Extreme? Welcome, Monia. Thank you for coming. This is the first time I have seen you, and I am glad you are here. Have I tried vintage Eau Sauvage Extreme? Honestly, no. And I probably should. But I haven't, and I'm sorry. Maybe when I'm 33 we can place this, Brandon. On which square you want to be... Have you tried vintage Eau Sauvage Extreme? I haven't. No stirring with fine tea, Laura. Nothing needed but water, says Tripler. Interesting. Do we stir tea clockwise or anti-clockwise? Welcome, Carl Anderson. You are wearing Acro Rise Summer Vacation Scent. Nice. When my teacup collection comes through, you'll see my method of my madness, Rich. Okay, then. But if you use a tea bag, it's just going to be sat there if you don't spook it out. Spoon. But spook it out is a great phrase, yes. You can spook things out of all sorts of places, you know. If somebody is having trouble going to the toilet, you could spook it out of them. You know. If somebody is holding back information that you need to have, you could spook it out of them. all that kind of good stuff. Speaking of which, I must now go to dehydrate. I will be back, my friends. I will be back in 2 minutes whilst I go to dehydrate. Please entertain yourselves. Tripler, you are in charge until I get back. What's the time? Oof. Okay. I am back. Oh, it smells very much like Bois d'Argent in here, I can tell you. My God. Which is unsurprising, really, considering I'm burning a Bois d'Argent candle. So, there we are. Oh. Let's have a look. Oh, God. Gone with the wind. He ran away. I have. Thank God Rich is here. I'm always here. Could be spooked. May turn pumpkin spicy. The use of a sheer quantity of spices like no other in the best way, says Frank. You don't want to spook the tea right out of the bag, says Laura J. Mind thy manners, folks. Never ever want to be in charge, says Horace. What's up, people, says Galfar. Welcome, Galfar. Is Nasamato Pardon a good alternative to Linston? I don't know much about the brand of Nasamato. I'd just stay clear. I think they're shite. Vastly overrated and vastly overpriced. You've got to remember the bottles are only 30 ml. Anyone here have a 1,000 mil of Gucci Pour Homme. You mean the original one? I don't. It's nice, but it's a typical Italian citrus cologne. Okay, with lids being soft, not everything needs to last forever, says DMS. Yes, that's true. I don't do well with authority, so I bequeath my power to Laura G. Oh. Brian and I have 100 mil of that from 1976. Yeah, I've got some from 1976. I'm just not a massive... I just think that it's nothing... A suggestion for your return, lift music for an interlude. I may play some next. I'm not scared of you. Come to Miami. Something Cuddles would say. I'm power mad, so I would love to be in charge, says Ashley Bizzard. DMS, yes, but this is too soft. Anyone have a gallon of sartorial, says Manly Sense? Where is Rich? I was dehydrating, but I'm back now. He ran away. Joined a circus. I had lots of fun jumping around, and now I am back. Gone with the wind. I'm glad I'm not light enough for the wind to pick me up, otherwise I'd get blown away. Can we make the candle dome look like a rose or a Jura rose? We'll get Jura rose to make it look like a rose. Kill two birds with one stone. Thank God Rich is here, says Triplem. The candle, better than the current formulation, considerably. I think it might actually be better than the previous formula, than like the fucking original formulation. It's very thick. It's very rich. Is current formulation of Hermes Hermes worth a try? It's worth a try, but whether it's worth a buy is another thing. It's not worth a buy for me because I've got the vintage, and the vintage is much more powerful. And by powerful, I just mean more long-lasting. The modern one really is weak sauce, which is very unfortunate. What Jean translate to money forest, or was I not paying attention in French classes? DMS. Silver wood. It's almost like a phrase in French, so it means more than the literal translation. Rich lifted up my man, boss in the factory with everyone looking on. This is up where we belong, says Manly Sense. How was the circus? Colourful. Lots of people were hiding in a car. Citruses are the backbone of Italian perfume. I speak eau de toilette, says Lifestyle, not for sale. This is what happens, Larry. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps, says Manly Sense is on fire. Does anyone feel that Lynn Stone to Girl on EDP is similar in any way to the O Extreme? Never spelled this O Extreme. Please don't remove your comments. This is a no judgment zone. I don't remove my comments. I don't remove any comments. I will address any and all comments. I have naught to hide. Rachel is here. She is caught alive. I was thinking that, says Keil Keith. The Big Lebowski censored TV version. Everyone is saying, hey, Divine hates Zerjoff. Has somebody got your phone, Divine? Saw that comment, Divine. I'm going to go feed the four-legged G's. Yes, could I have some as well, please? I would like some dreamies. It has been emotional. It has been emotional, Mrs. Gardner. I may very well text you after the stream because it's a lot to come down from the stream. Divine is denying all knowledge of his previous communication. Well, hello. Even if I remove comment, it still shows, says Dropout. It doesn't. Not to me. It's always emotional, says Ashley. Rachel, where have you been? A cave in Taiwan, says Traveller. A cave in Taiwan? Don't be in a cave in Taiwan. Tai what? Taiwan. Tai where? Laura G and Tim Wilcox, I really like the cat avatars. They look great, says Lane. Rachel, what do you think about the rhubarb note in this next perfume, says Horace. I feel like I've been living in a cave, says Rachel. I am going to take my painkillers. I look forward to your text, says Laura. How fun. It will be fun. I'll try and make it a fun text. I might say, ta-da, and pop out of a box. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I need to buy some more big bottles of water. Guerlain's new parfum line worth a try, says Brandon. Probably not. We wait and see. We will wait and see whether it is worth a try or not, but I've got a feeling there might just be redundant shite. I'm going to blow out the candle now. Where are the lids? They were just here before. There they are. Hot, hot. There it is. Alright, Rich has done us his great seasonal rotation, so the season is indeed upon us. It is, it's right. The season is now spring. Spring forward, fall back. I bet it will be the OG. Ooh, sorry, I bet it will be the OG with a massive amber wood base. Ooh, brother, ooh. Hello, Alan Hansen. Sorry to be so late joining, although I've been lurking in the shadows and listening. Will Guerlain do an elixir? Somebody yesterday said that they thought Chanel's next release would be Blood. They knew somebody who worked at Chanel, and the next release was going to be Blood of Chanel Elixir. That's just not happening. That's just not happening. If that happens, I will eat my hat. I'll have to buy a hat first, and then I will eat it. I'm looking forward to Vetiver Parfum. Yelk be damned, says DMS. Guerlain's already made an elixir. They have. I hope it's really rhubarb and not this synthetic-y weird one that is around. Elixir was once a nice word, says Tripler. Yes, now it's a 4-letter word, isn't it? I'm writing a book. No, I'm not writing a book. Fuck that. I can't be arsed writing a book, but somebody I know is writing a book. Good grief. Fair play to you. I hope the same. My favourite rhubarb was Rhubarb My Love by The Zoo. Yes, everybody seemed to think that was really good. I did have high praise for Christophe Lodemiel in my video today. I think he's one of the best modern perfumers. The perfumer of modern perfumes, you know, like the Tom Ford type houses. Whereas I feel like Antoine Lee's more of like a classical perfumer. That's not to say that he's not capable of making great modern perfumes. He made like Armani Code, you know what I mean? Like he's made bangers for like the modern market, but I kind of feel like the stuff he makes for Les Indomptables and the stuff he made for like Eugene as well, and Eris, all that kind of stuff. It's more classical in structure. It's more classical in nature. I kind of feel like Lord and Miela, they're very different, but they're both very good. Well, I think back in the day, it was like a name for a medicine. What was? Ah, an elixir, yes. Olivia Polish would rather mud wrestle his mother than doing an elixir. I don't know. For Chanel, I do agree with you that he wouldn't like to do it, Olivia Polish, but I mean, I just can't see anybody at Chanel thinking that's something that Chanel should do. You know? The fragrance Jesus himself is hoping for a blood of Chanel elixir, so it might just happen. No. Even fragrance Jesus won't get his way on that one, I think. But I don't know. He might smite us down, you know? I might be smitten. I might be smit down. Smote. Smited. Ashton, well, I think back in the day it was like a name for a medicine. Yes, it was. Elixir. Very true, Tripper. It's been through the ringer. Elixir was once a nice word. Yeah, it's taken an absolute beating. Antoine Lee can do it all, it seems. Antoine Lee and Lord Emile are both so great, different styles for sure. I haven't been around in a while period and dropped a comment. Thank you for your acknowledgement. Welcome, Phil Stevens. I tried to reply to your comment on my stream, on my video today, and it wouldn't let us. Did you delete it? It just kept coming up saying error. Drop another comment, because it's not there anymore. But I'm glad you are back. It was nice to see you. Patchouli Noisette feels like LDE, says a lifestyle not for sale. I'll have to compare them. I was surprised at how often I'd won Patchouli Noisette, but it was one of those ones that I was really trying to internalize. You know, some perfumes you just kind of feel like you know. I'm not an advocate for reviewing a fragrance the first time you smell it, or on the same day as its release, or even if you've had it a couple of weeks before its release date and they tell you can release your review of it. I'm not an advocate for that. I think you should spend a decent amount of time with a perfume before you review it. First impressions, that's different. You can do a first impressions whenever, because you can only have one first impressions. And it's a big but, you cannot review them that day. So I tried to have a good whiff of Patchouli Noisette, and I'm still trying to internalize it. It's a difficult fragrance for me to take in, you know. I would like to see them use that nuttiness in conjunction with a vetiver. That would be really nice, rather than the patchouli. The patchouli's got like a gasoline type of thing. Club designed by the zoo, however, is vile, says Tim Wilcox. Yeah, apparently everybody hates that. Mitch, I will send you a few sprays of Poivre 23 also. You may like that one, but I can smell it in the air rather than my hand. Weird. My heart will be broken if Chanel does that. It's not happening. I would be absolutely floored. I will be absolutely fucking floored if that happened. Fragrance Jesus doesn't know Chanel, then. I don't think he does. I don't know if he knows Chanel or not. He's been around long enough to know what they're like. I mean, we all have. And he said he was hoping for one, not expecting one. But I just can't see it, like. Smitted. Also looking forward to the new L'Artisan Parfumier Buckwheat and Vetiver. Don't mind if I do, says BMS. Somebody said earlier on that they weren't inspired by it, but buckwheat. What is buckwheat? Yeah, that's true. Ashton doesn't seem to know Chanel at all, says Cole. Tripler says, so I got this vintage Queer-Russi, very old. It's very, very soft. I was expecting the leather to be bigger. It needs a lot of time to evolve. Quite interesting. Yeah, the Chanel's, I wouldn't be holding out much hope for Chanel's being massive. Any of them. So I got this vintage Queer-Russi. Oh, sorry, I read that. Is that the one with the black like a cap Tripler? Yes and yes. Tripler, I'll give you triple what you paid for it, says Lifestyle. It says a bottle not for sale, says Tripler. Brandon, are you trying to hedge the market on vintage, says Lane. And it says, buckwheat is food. It's like a type of grain. Thank you, Divine. I almost bought a Queer-Russi EDT on eBay. I did, and I'm glad I did. But I intend for that perfume to last a lot longer. Like, I'm going to keep that forever. It's a really good perfume, that. Buckwheat smells nutty, earthy to me, so it should go well with vetiver. Aha! Nice. I know your tricks, Brandon. You're going to have the market on, and I can see, says Lane. TV character Buckwheat from the mid-20th century. Buckwheat does sound like some kind of hillbilly with a straw hat, lurking in the woods. Galvo says, I know it's a shadow over the original, but I'm not going to pay 500 quid for 50 ml. No, don't do that. Don't do that, Galvo. Don't do that at all, mate. Buckwheat is also one of the little rascals, says Manly Sense. In terms of smell, buckwheat would be dusty and perhaps dry woody. No, not dry woody. Oh, no. There's going to be a museum in Miami of vintage cologne, says Lane. Buckwheat milk is nice. All these people who know what buckwheat is, and I haven't got a fucking clue. Never heard of it. Soba noodles, says Babosh. I have just received these pictures from Laura G of her cat and his current location. Hold on, I'll turn up the brightness on my screen so you can all enjoy and say, ah. That one's nearly up his nose. Precious. It's a standard of Eastern European diet, basically. I see. Not daily, but very common. You are my little buckwheat groats. Precious. Nostril cam, says Divine. Yes. You are vintage duck. You don't eat modern wheat. Chilled soba noodles to dip into cool fish broth. Whoa. You're a vintage duck. You don't eat modern wheat. Top loaf. Boop. I grew up eating buckwheat tripler because my mum is a weird hippie about food. She's not from Portland, though. I don't think buckwheat is much eaten in the UK. I'd never eaten it. Buckwheat pie. Alf would adore that cat. Damn, that's an adorable cat. I love my cat. Mavis. She has such the personality. They do have personality, don't they? My father followed the Pritikin diet, Oris, so I commiserate with you. Always love me some buckwheat pancakes, pseudo wheat per Wikipedia. Lily being a Burke. Foolish, not marking her stitch. You would like anchovies, pineapple pizza. Blech. Pineapple pizza is nice, but fucking anchovies is gross. Triplet, it is terrible when your parents won't feed you regular food. 500 ml of jetty should arrive on my doorstep tomorrow. Wish me luck. Don't leave it on your doorstep. Someone will steal it. Imagine how bad you'd feel. God. It wouldn't even be the money, although the money would be devastating. It would be more like... the loss of the perfume. Do you like Caesar dressing, which I don't know what it is? It turned me into a foodie, so I'm thankful for that. Good luck. You've been there before, good luck, Brandon. Yeah, that was quite funny. Really, really bad. Yes. Caesar salad dressing. Caesar salad anchovies tend to be the higher quality ones. The white belly ones are actually good. Sounds so gross. Sounds so gross. I wonder if Legend of Madabla are going to release a fragrance this year. I wouldn't have thought they would, because we haven't heard anything about it. They did quite a lot of foreshadowing, didn't they, the last time they released one? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. But I'd eat simple whole foods than simple processed foods any day when I go to Paris. What are some scents that are strictly casual and cannot be pulled off in a formal setting? That is an interesting question. Because the other way around, it's pretty easy to work out what a formal sense that can't work in casual certain places, but the other way around is difficult. Dear me. Overly fruity things, like really fruity perfumes for me, don't work in... Overly fruity perfumes don't work in formal situations. Glossier U, says Horace. Glossier U, more like. Rich, how's your scent of the day, says Dropout. My scent of the day is French Lover, and it is rather good. And I'm really pleased with it. Actually, green, irisy, not powdery, but creamy. Soft, really want to wear more of French Lover this year. So I'm going to concentrate on that. There's sometimes I'll pick out some fragrances that I think I'm going to wear more of you this year. And that's one of them. I'm going to try and wear this Hemingway. Try and get this done. Not finished this year, but like worn a lot of. I'm going to try and wear a lot. I might wear it tomorrow, to be fair. Dear Man, I want to wear some of. Enigme. I've got some like that Dior Homme. This Dior Homme I intend to finish between now and the winter. There's only about 10, 15 ml left. This is about the point where you should start accelerating your use of a perfume when it gets this low, because that's when it will start to go off more, when it's exposed to more oxygen than there is in the air, than there is juice. Excuse me. Dushan buy my 125ml of Mitsu X straight first. I'm surprised if Eugene doesn't want to buy that, to be honest. That's the way it goes with it, but you can't go wrong with the vintage 1000ml. At least the bottles look fantastic. Musk 25 gave me that impression, so musky and cozy is like a cloud without any sharp lines at all. Don't fear the banana. I can feel that I'm going to buy a perfume tomorrow, says Horace. But what will you buy? Buy some samples instead. Don't spend all your money on a perfume. Buy some samples. Buy samples instead. Buy loads of samples. Lots of different things. Fun, interesting things. Training my willpower muscle by not buying any bottles, says Spaced Out. My credit card is tickling me. It can tickle me if you want. If your credit card feels like tickling anyone, it can tickle me. No, I need a bottle. No, you don't. That is just absolute horse manure. Hello, Omar. You are insulting Vetiver. Pretty close to become my third bottle of perfume I've finished since I'm into fragrances, says Omar. Good man. Feeling spendiorous, buy a ticket to Paris. Brandon, why did you think Guerlain would stop doing Santal Royale now? I don't know if they'll stop doing it. Maybe they'll stop doing it. The oud craze is kind of like over, you know. It'll never be completely finished in the same way that Cologne will never be completely finished, you know. But I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Santal Royale. I mean, Guerlain are discontinuing and restarting stuff up all the fucking time. The fucking bastards. Tired of waiting for vintage Bichon Man for men to show up. We'll settle for the modern. I've got some. If you ever come to the UK, I've got a few bottles. And you can ask Anuj as well, because I think he might still have some. But I've got some vintage Bichon Man. If I could send it to Malta, mate, I really would. I swear to God. But get in touch with Anuj. But haven't you found some perfumes that just smell better and better the more air that gets introduced to the bottle? Yes, I have. But I do think there comes like a tipping point. You know, that point at which the pendulum swings, like the inertia, the moment of inertia, where there's so much more air in a bottle that the perfume will start to fall apart or evaporate even. You know, I don't know. I've done it with a few things. Did it with Pavarotti last year. You know, I haven't worn Pavarotti yet, but the weather hasn't allowed it. I like wearing Pavarotti when the weather's nice because it's a happy fragrance. Do frags really go bad in the bottle even when low juice? I've smelled it happen before. Yes. I'm not saying that you need to run out and put all of your fucking half-used perfumes at the front of your collection and use them straight away. I'm just saying I will use it more quickly than I would have done. Like, I feel a sense of urgency to use it. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody individually can do what they want with their perfumes. That's just what I want to do. Omar comment says, man, sense. We could all meet in Paris, then take the channel to Ducklandia, says Tripler. Yeah, I'd meet you in London. If everybody decided to turn up at the same time, that would be fun. Just read Alan Hansen's message. I own like 5 perfumes, let me live. Well, what are you going to buy? Don't buy something shit. Dushan told me that he regularly dumps out half the perfume from new bottles just to get more exposure, says Alan. Imagine a troop of frag heads packed into a rail car. Potent. Good grief. The Sears behind that train carriage would be amazing. I'll buy the bottle and come home and fondle it. I'm getting the police involved with you. I know that my next purchase is going to be sartorial, which won't happen until I find work, says Ace of Souls. That is a good reason to find the work. I let a little bit of Angeli Sula Plouy to compare it with my new bottle. Yes, the smell changes a lot with the day. It's clearly getting closer. The duck won't go to Paris. Paris will come to him. I think probably it is Sandra. Oh, fuck me. That's a great fragrance. It's very, very... What is it? It's very... Flat's the wrong word. Sorry, the words are escaping us. Flat is definitely the wrong word. What word would I use? No, not leveled. I am speechless. It felt ridiculous. How's this happened? Jesus. Still. Still's a good word. It's very still. It's very still. Sartorial is the perfect kind of powderiness. Sartorial is fantastic. I'm comparing right now to my sample of English Fern with Sartorial. I prefer very much Sartorial, says Omar. It is, Sandra, probably the best thing on the shop shelves currently. English Fern totally discontinued for what I see, says Omar. Sorry, could not make the joke. Thanks for being a good sport, says Alan. If I knew how much I spend on perfume every month, I'd probably put a stop to this. You probably would. I don't spend that much on perfume now. I want to send a bottle of Sartorial to Ramsey, says Dushan. Well, then do it. It has equanimity. Just say quack. Woof. Are we telling our memoirs, Brandon? Len says, I'd hate to know how much I have spent on perfume, but it's a fun hobby and I love collecting interesting things, says Lane. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. If you feel like you're spending... to be honest, what happened to me is I kind of felt like I reached a point where I wasn't going to be able to... So I was buying lots of perfume and I thought, right, I don't like this scattergun like binging on perfume and buying lots of stuff that I'm not wearing, that I don't really love as much, there was like, everything started to like, when you get that thing at school and they show you that oil and water don't mix and they shake it all up and then they put it down and it's all like higgledy-piggledy, and then after a while it's like the oil condenses, the water condenses, and the even out and they separate out from each other. That's kind of what's happened with my collection. The stuff I love is separated out from the stuff that I don't love as much. And I'm now in a position where I see more clearly. Like, don't get us wrong, I had a great time accumulating, buying all those, getting all those perfumes, and I still like looking for perfume from time to time. Like, me and Houdini, I got Houdini 2 bottles of perfume in the last 24 hours, and I fucking really enjoyed doing that. I don't want to say spending his money or like anything like that, but like, I sent him a fucking sample of a Ketos and it blew his fucking socks off. Him and his wife, apparently. His wife loved it as well. And I mean, why wouldn't they? It's fucking spectacular. And he texted us like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock last night, and he was like, fuck. He was like, this Ketos is immense. And he was like, I've been on eBay and they're like 300 quid a bottle. And I was like, don't pay 300 quid a bottle. I was like, let me try and find you a bottle a bit cheap. I managed to find him one nearly half price. And he was like, fuck, I'll take that. Absolutely, I'll take that straight away. And obviously, we've got the Bois Noir as well. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? What is the time in Japan? Does anybody know? Tokyo time. It's 7 o'clock. The Pixies, indeed. Badly, but still the Pixies. My mother called me a collector of perfume collectors earlier today. My memoir would have that in the title. Sounds a bit serial killer-y. Yes, it does. Sell some bottles you're not using. I would, absolutely. I sell the bottles. I've sold so many perfumes, you don't understand. I've sold like 100 perfumes at least over the last year, 18 months. I actually like to try the Amouage line. Jubilation 25 is fantastic. Then try them. Just don't buy them all. Try them. My mother called me a collector. Oh, sorry. Try Reflection Man. It was my favourite Amouage. No, of course I don't live with her, man. Tripless, she was drunk when she friend requested me on Facebook. Yikes. His wife sucks. She didn't remember being on Facebook. Osiris. How many years have you been collecting fragrances? About 5 months lane, says Oris. Be a fragrance scouter, Rich. I do enjoy finding perfumes for other people and helping them. It's fucking brilliant. Rich, you want to connect your seller from Japan? You want to contact your seller from Japan? What for? Got the Bois Noir. Yes, I got me a bottle of Bois Noir and I got Houdini a bottle of Bois Noir as well. And for fucking much less than what they go for on the eBay, on the internet in general, to be fair. I got a 250ml splash for under £200. And I got Houdini, a 125ml bottle with about 3/4 in, so about 100ml for 150. Was the Bois Noir sealed? No. They need a ticket in Nagasaki, homie. Hello, PK. Giving the sniffer a break. Like Paroli did yesterday. I think it's fun when you have to hunt and search for a vintage fragrance. For me, that's part of the fun. Yep, absolutely. Tim Wilcox saw the Pixies in their heyday. Great live band. I tell you, I saw the Kings of Leon at the fucking height of their fucking greatness. 2009, December 2000. It was either December 2008 or December 2009, just after, literally on the Only by the Night tour. And there were fucking, in fact, Richie G was at the same gig. I took a lady and I made the mistake of fucking booking the tickets in September, and fucking me and her weren't as close as we were by the December. I observed some outrageous behaviour recently on the eBay. Someone picked up a vintage for about $30 and reposted it within a few weeks for $300. Scandalous. Yep, that's what people are doing. They're absolute dickheads. We could use the serial killer targeting Fragcom to be fair. That's a great price for the ancestor of Egoish. I am already jealous of your Bois Noir, says Triplet. My 250ml of Bois Noir sealed arrives tomorrow. I'm hurt. You are silly. I bet you've paid fucking loads for that, have you? Just fucking ridiculous. But I've got to wait for June. Brandon, I cannot stand you in a good way, says Spaced Out. On that note, my friends, I am finished. I'm away downstairs to take some poison and have a slice of toast and make a cup of tea. It has been a good stream again. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for keeping me company, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.